Hi, I'm Ryan Gomez, leadership speaker, author, public speaking coach, and speaker trainer. In the last video, I was talking about building on your communication skills. I was talking about connecting with individuals. I was then talking about going to a whole new level with building your clients, building your brand, and taking that and going through that journey by telling your story. And that is the key, telling your story. It is powerful to be able to connect with individuals, to be able to connect with organizations, to be able to connect with clients of yours. So I will get to how you can tell your story, and everyone has a unique story, and I'm going to show you some points on how you can create a powerful story around building your client base and building your brand. And I'll tell you, it is the phenomenal thing. When I started telling people about my story, it really connected with audiences, really connected with individuals. It took my whole business to a whole new level. So I'll talk about that in a few videos or so on how you can actually build on your story. But first I want to talk about communication. How do you build your confidence? What is the number one key, and what do you do to build your confidence? See, when you're at that low, and I was at that low when I lost out in business at a young age. For 10 years, 11 years, I was just living under a rock. I was at that bottom low, and I couldn't lift myself up. Because people were telling me you're no good. People were telling me you're a failure. People were telling me 101 things, that the negative stuff. So I had to then step up and say, hey, Ryan, enough is enough. You need to start building yourself up. And how do you do this? Is getting out there. And I started by reading books. I started by just reading some positive books, some motivational books, learning from some speakers, watching some great videos on some great speakers like Tony Robbins and Les Brown and so on and so forth. And started to build me up. It started to give me that certainty to be able to say, hey, Ryan, you can now go to a next level. You can do this, man. Come on. So it takes the power of thought. You need to take those negative thoughts out of you, and you need to build on your thoughts. And that is, see, your mind is the most powerful tool in your body right now. And that is the most powerful tool. When your mind is right, everything else is right. When your mind is not right, everything else is not right. And you get what I mean. So you need to build yourself up. You need to work on your thoughts. What is it that you're thinking right now? What is the thinking right now? You're at that level where you're thinking, hey, I am never going to be able to build my career. I'm never going to be able to build on my business. I'm never going to be able to build myself up. My life is bad. I've studied at the wrong place, had the wrong friends, had the wrong influence, had the wrong education. And when you start thinking about that negativity, guess what? That's what you focus on is what you're going to get. And that's what you're going to get. So you need to start building yourself up by reading some positive material, reading some positive books, getting out there. Then I started to get out there and sit behind and watch some leadership speakers when they spoke. And I started to build myself up, my self-esteem. At the end of the day, we got this one life to live. One life. This one chance at this thing called life. And it's up to you to be able to take it to the next level. And no one else can do that for you. Only you. So I started to go out there and I started to learn from people. I started to build myself up. It took me a whole 2-3 years just to build my mindset up. And for some people it's faster. But I had to because people around me were telling me, you're no good all the time. So I had to go and start connecting with individuals. And then people started telling me, Ryan, you've got some great ideas, you've got some great concepts, you've got to get it out there. Come on, man, you can do this. So I then started to build some mentors around me, some positive mentors, the influence around me that started to tell me, Ryan, you can do this. And I started to then get out and started to test the waters. I started to test myself and say, you can do this. So it comes down to the thought. When you get your thoughts right, everything else is right. You get your thoughts right, your career is right, your business is right, everything else is right. So I started to build on my thoughts, because your thoughts then lead to your behaviors. It leads to your behaviors, and your behaviors then lead to your actions, and your actions in turn lead to your bottom line results. So if your thoughts are negative, let's put it this way, I'll break it down, it's plain and simple. And I go through a whole couple of hours of training on this, and I'll do this at some point in time. But in saying that, when your thoughts are negative, guess what your behaviors are? your behaviors are negative. When you're going halfway through something and say, hey, I don't know if this is going to work, man. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Guess what your behaviors are going to be? Your behaviors are going to be functioning at half a level, so 50%. And when your behaviors are at 50% and you're not sure that this is what you want to do, guess what your actions are? Your actions are not at 100%. And guess what your results are at the end of it? Simple, basic concept. Your results don't show. When your thoughts are positive, when you go and thinking, hey, you know what, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go through the challenges, I'm going to test the waters, I'm going to make things happen. Guess what, when your thoughts are positive and you're functioning at 100%, guess what your behaviors are going to be? Your behaviors are going to be at 100%. Hey, your behaviors are up there, you're making things happen, all of a sudden your actions are happening 100%, you're putting all yourself into it 100%, and guess what your results are? Yes, your bottom line results go up. Absolutely. So it's critical, and this is some of the things you need to do to build your confidence up, is to start building on your thoughts. Start building on your thoughts. Start working on yourself, and that is the absolute key. Before you start working on others, you work on yourself. Work on yourself. Take the time out every single day, half an hour, an hour out of your busy schedule to work on yourself, and that is the absolute key. You go to a whole new level and build your confidence up. There are people out there you can go out and help and ask for support, and people will help you, people will support you. If they know that you have the passion, you have the purpose to be able to do something, they will help you. A lot of people will put themselves out, a lot of mentors, successful people will invest in you to be able to get your idea, get your concept out there. But you need to ask for that support. But in saying that, work on your thoughts, work on yourself, and that is the most critical thing. When your thoughts are functioning at 100% positively, your behaviors are at 100%, and guess what your actions are? Up there, and your bottom line results go up. So I'm going to go through a whole new, like I said, a lot of videos through this series to help you build yourself up, build your confidence, and build your self-esteem up, and take you to a whole new level. When I get to this part of the storytelling, this is where you will excel and start to connect with individuals and start to take and build on your client base and make that difference and be that difference, if I can put it that way. Until next time, this is Ryan Gomez signing off for now. I'll see you right over the top. Bye for now.